All right, so the first thing we're talking about change. When you get a pay, like let's say, if my 5-year-old niece gets $5 a week for allowance, if she gets a $1 raise, that's a big deal for her because she makes $5 and then it'd be $6, and that's a big deal. If I get a $1 raise, like what am I going to do with that? Like, thanks for nothing. Okay, so you have to take into account where you started to determine how important that piece is. If somebody gets a $10,000 raise, that seems pretty significant, unless they're making $10 million, and then it's like, okay, so $10,000 is like nothing to them. So when we talk about percentages, percents take into account the part of the whole that it's talking about. So here's the formula, and then we'll work it out. So you've got change, because it is percent of change. Change over original, because I want to know where I was, not where I'm going yet. And then percent is always over 100.
Is that a 10 or is that a
Percent. So it's change over original equals percent over 100. Now, if I told you that my class sizes went from 24 students to 30 students, and I want to know what percent did that change, I want to know based on where I was, not where I am. So the first thing you do is find the difference between new and old, and this is the part that everybody messes up. Why? I don't know, because I'm specifically telling you to subtract those two numbers. So find the difference, calculate difference. This is the change. So 30 minus 24 is 6. That is the part everybody kept messing up today, and I don't get it. Yeah, nobody did it. Everybody wanted to put 24 over 30. Don't do that. That's wrong. Because 24 is not the part of 30. We're not wanting to know what it was, what it is. We want to know the difference between the two. Step 2. Which one came first? What's the original? The original. The other mistake is people want to do little number over big number. No, I need to know where I was and then how much it changed. So 24 was the original. Step 3, we set up the proportion. Set up proportion and solve. We cross multiply and divide. So over here, here's my proportion. The difference goes here. The original goes here. This is percent. This is, in yellow, 100. When we cross multiply, we do 6 times 100. 600. So this, 6 times 100. That is 600. And then we divide by 24. 24 goes outside. Correct. The last step is super easy. You have to identify whether it was going up or if it went down. Because saying, okay, it was a 25% change. Okay, well, did it go up 25% or did it go down 25%? So is it an increase or decrease? So this is a 25%, what? Increase, because it went from 24 to 30. 25% increase. Now, what if they don't tell you what it was and what it is? What if they said when it started out, we had 380 students in 7th grade. So let's say last year there were 380 students in 7th grade. This year there are 5% more students. So how many are there now? You do the same process, but you kind of go backwards. Do we know the difference? No. Do we know the original?
Yes.
Yeah, what is the original? 380. So I can put that there. So 380 is the original. Do I know the percent? What is it? So that goes here. What goes under 5%? Always. So this is the missing piece. And what is that piece? What goes there? X. And what is X in the place 4 in my formula that I'm working? The change. Okay, so this is going to be change. Okay, cross multiply. 380 times 5, which is 1900. I'm just going to shortcut that for you. That's 1,900, and then divide by 100. So this comes out to 19, but that's not the answer. What was it? It's the change. So if it was 380 and it went up 5%, what do you have to do mathematically? Add, subtract, multiply, or divide? Add. I was at 380. I need to add the 19 because that was my change. So now there are 399 students.